Dead batteries.
How should I do my hair?
Which ones are taking up in this thing?
Make yourself look as Spanish, as Hispanic as possible.
I thought I looked more Spanish with my dark hair. I don't.
You look like European.
No, I look like...
My mum beats me up a lot, so yeah, she motivates me by beating me up. I'm joking. Motivation, you know, it's actually very hard to be motivated, I'm not gonna lie. Especially because the show is made on no budget. So no one's paying me to do this show and put it on YouTube and make it as, you know, the good quality that it is.
Michael? Yeah, which thing is?
Oh man. So it's very difficult to juggle that, not being paid for it, and you know, and then trying to look for other jobs because I'm self-employed. So I'm constantly looking for more work and trying to survive at the same time. And then there is pressure from family, like, you know, you need to settle down, you need to get married, you need to get a job, blah, blah, blah. So it's very difficult to stay motivated. But in saying that, I always have positive people around me. I always have people that maybe work in the same field as me, so they understand how it feels. Just to name a few names, I guess Michael Trung, he's the co-star in the show. He's always with me.
You do not take this business seriously.
What do you mean? I had it under control.
I'm not talking about the repair.
And I'm really, really grateful for being blessed to have good company around me, because at the end of the day, the Prophet ﷺ did say, you are the company you keep. The crew fluctuates. Sometimes it's a big crew, sometimes small. We have myself, Michael, and one or two cameramen. They change all the time because we have so many people. We have a small group, and whoever's free on the day can come down to film with us.
Yeah, you get me? Double Snapchat, double Snapchat. Double. No budget.
Everyone's always up for helping us out, so we're a tight team.
My name is Hassan Tariq. I work in London for a software company which provides employee advocacy to encourage employees to share content. A typical day looks like leaving home around 7:30, catching a train into town, getting into the office, checking emails, you know, having a meeting with colleagues, catching up with a couple of clients, see how they're doing, if they need any help with anything, then probably going off to a couple of client meetings. During the month of Ramadan, you generally have to get up a lot earlier. So you have a pre-dawn meal, then you close your fast in terms of you make your intention to fast for that day. Then you probably do some prayers before the first prayer of the day, which is called Fajr. And you pray Fajr, and then you probably go to sleep for a couple of hours. And then you have to, get up, go to work. You're not eating. And so I'd say the first few days are quite hard, just for your body to get used to not eating. And then you sort of get into a rhythm. You can't really meet clients over lunch or dinner, so you have to negotiate that around. Additionally, there's the element of you do get tired, so you come back from work and you're slightly more tired. So it does changes dramatically. Personally, the main focus is God, even more so than any other month. Outside of work, I like to do a lot of charity work. Recently, we went off to Greece, where you've probably seen in the media where there's a lot of refugees crossing over the Aegean Sea. Around 4,000 people arrived in one evening. It was a dire situation, and there was one instance where we had a woman come to us who had a 6-month-old baby who was severely hypothermic. So the doctor was dealing with that baby, and then 5 minutes later, while she's dealing with that baby, another baby, that 3-month-old, comes in with the same issue. So she has to prioritize the 3-month-old baby over the 6-month-old baby, and then another baby comes that's just 1-month-old. So you've got 3 babies all on the brink of death, and trying to save them all at the same time. It's an experience that I'll never forget. In terms of dealing with that situation, you just have to work together, put your emotions aside, and just focus on those that are in need, and trying your best for them, and then hoping to God that the best happens either way, and then you deal with your emotions later. If you see someone in need, it's your duty to help them. In fact, you see it as God honoring you by giving you the opportunity to help someone. And you see that in the life of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and what he sacrificed, and the companions, may God be pleased with them all as well, in terms of what they went through, the persecution, etc., and then how they had that compassion, and to carry on to help others more needy than themselves. So use that as an example, and you try and live by that. The bond you build with the team, specific that we were out with and that volunteered with, it'll be a bond that will last for life. You saw things which other people will never be able to understand. You were in certain environments which you never think of ever being in. Having 3 babies in front of you all on the brink of death, and just dealing with that. It's a bond which lasts a lifetime. I've made some very, very close, relationships with the teams that were out there, and we're all scattered across the globe, but we're all still very close and stay in touch a lot. I'm from a town called Woking, and Woking is quite significant within the UK community. It has the Shah Jahan Mosque, which is the first purpose-built mosque in Western Europe in 1889. Currently, I'm living in a town called Slough, just sort of outside of London, very close to London. So it's well known, it's a popular town, and it's quite a commuter town. So it's where people live but go into work in London. Growing up as a Muslim in Woking compared to London, there are some differences. Predominantly, I'd say in Woking there's a lot more of a closer community. London, there's a lot more people, so you're a lot more isolated. But then again, you're meeting a much more diverse range of people. So you meet people from different countries, different backgrounds. There's hubs of communities in London. So, we're going to go this evening to Reading's Cave. That's one community where people get together, to share, break fast together. You get to meet people.